Welcome to a Besto TV production. If you enjoy our content, please click the subscribe button. To get notifications of new releases, ring that bell. Thank you, and away we go.
Creative continuity. We bring the convention to you.
This is Mr. Lobo at the Great Philadelphia Comic-Con for Creative Continuity, and I'm here with Nakia Burrese of the Power Rangers.
Hello. I was the Yellow Ranger for Power Rangers Zeo, Power Ranger Turbo, and the Turbo movie.
Yellow's my favorite color, so the Yellow Ranger was always my favorite Ranger.
Oh, you say that to all of the folks. Thank you, though.
So again, how do you prepare to be a Power Ranger? I know you've probably been asked that before.
A lot of stretching, a lot of, yoga poses. I'm kidding. When I auditioned for Power Rangers, I was a college student at the time, so I didn't watch a lot of television. I really didn't know what Power Rangers was. And unlike some of the other Rangers, my audition didn't consist of martial arts or any kind of fighting techniques or anything like that. They simply asked me if I knew how to dance or had any martial arts training, and I was a dancer, so they knew I was flexible and I could pick up routines. And then I just had sides, which is, if you don't know what sides are, they're a portion of a script that you use for an audition. So I just had a scene that I had to do before them, and after 5 auditions and thousands of girls, I was blessed with the job.
Wow, you hear that story about there just being thousands and thousands of people at it, and what does that feel like when what's going through your mind when you're in a hall as big as this and everyone there wants the same job that you want?
It's very humbling, and it feels like I don't know, like it's like the chosen one for that moment. Like it's a huge blessing to know that you've been chosen out of all of these people to portray this role. Like, that's a huge blessing.
Although your power coins are indeed gone forever, your recently completed quest provided us with a new energy source. Behold the fully energized Zeo Crystal.
I think that it's time to pass the power on to someone else. Tanya, I'm giving my crystal to you. From this point on, you are a Power Ranger.
When I was on the show, I would have never thought 20 years later I would be traveling the world, literally traveling the world, attending cons, meeting fans that remember what I did in episode 395 and tell me what I did and how much of an impact my character made upon their life, and how it inspired them, and in the show in itself, how it inspired many to get into martial arts and help them with their self-esteem. And I may have been their last wish to meet someone in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I mean, it's really life-changing. And when I give them hugs and they're shaking, it's a very humbling experience. And I feel very honored to have this opportunity.
I would imagine it makes you feel that your work is important.
Yes, it does. It does, absolutely, yes.
And it is important.
Thank
we're not,
you.
You're not doing brain surgery or, diffusing bombs, but, you're improving the life of a lot of people with what you do.
Yeah, and I would have never imagined that being on the show. I know that we had a lot of moral lessons and such in the show, but I didn't know then that It really made such an impact as it did today.
I can't believe you gave up a recording contract like that. It wasn't that difficult. I just had to evaluate what was truly important to me. School and my friends.
I think what's really great about the Power Rangers is it was such a, cross-cultural phenomenon too, and I think that was one of the things that made that show really special, other than Sesame Street or whatever, there wasn't a lot of diversity in programs.
Right.
And so I think that's a really important issue, representation.
I think it's wonderful when I have African-American kids and now adults that bring their kids and say, it was so amazing to see a superhero that looked like me on television. It was very inspiring for them.
I'm still waiting for a Portuguese Power Ranger, but it hasn't happened yet.
Soon.
They keep promising. I don't know.
It's going to happen. Well, you can make it happen. You can make it happen.
I'm not flexible. That's my problem.
Well, choose someone, write something and make them a Portuguese superhero, It's up to you.
All right. We'll work on it. Tell us a little bit about The Order.
clear. The State Department would deny all knowledge of my being here. It's somewhat like The Expendables meets Power Rangers.
Okay.
In that sense. However, we're all former Power Rangers, but the movie has nothing to do with Power Rangers. We're a bunch of vigilantes.
Sure.
There's two different teams, and there's Order and Chaos, and I'm not going to tell you which team I'm on, but it's quite a departure from my character, Tanya. It's quite a departure from Power Rangers. It is definitely something to see. You guys should check out the trailer at the-order-movie.com.
The-order-movie.com.
Yes.
That's right. Well, watch those hyphens.
Yes,
It's important.
it's so important.
You might end up on a whole different site if
Yes.
if your hyphens aren't proper.
And I don't know what site that might end up being, Viewer discretion is advised.
But with the order, the real treat will be to see all these Power Rangers alumni all together again
Yes.
in one project, which is something that has been worked on or hoped for a long time.
Yes, we are finally getting an opportunity to answer the fans. This is something that the fans have been asking for years, and Karen and David Fielding are the writers of this movie, and it's so well written. I'm going to ask you to check out my website, nikiabaris.com. I have a couple of television shows that I'm guest starring on. You can catch me on Jane the Virgin, Rebel, which is on BET Network, a Netflix show called Atypical starring Jennifer Jason Leigh. I'm doing one episode of that. And I have a show called Class Dismissed, and it's a web series that I wrote.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
I'm talking about, creating your own Portuguese superhero.
Okay,
you know?
okay, all right, I'm learning.
Mine is not about a Portuguese superhero, but it is a comedy that you should check. Come back! That you should check out. I had a couple of Power Ranger guest stars.
Yes.
We did season 1. We're in season 2, up to episode 4, and check it out. Subscribe for free.
I'll ask a series of questions, and whoever has the most correct answers will be crowned Barbie's best friend forever.
I've got this in the proverbial bag. I've known Barbie since we were in matching cribs.
I hang out at her crib every day.
I text Barbie so much, she's got a separate phone just for me.
Here's the thing.
I started working on different Barbie projects back in 2009. I'm the voice of Nikki on Barbie's Life in the Dream House, the little brown Barbie doll.
What happened to Christy? Where did she go?
Christy, she's gone.
Oh,
Nikki's
man.
here. Nikki is here.
Nikki's in the building. Christy's out. Her and Skipper are off.
They're
somewhere.
off. They're off.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and I did a couple of Barbie movies, Mermaid's Tale 1, Mermaid's Tale 2 as Fallon, Dreamtopia, which is part of Mattel, and I played Juniper, Nikki, Amethyst. And then I guest starred on, I feel like I'm talking just too much about projects.
No, this is...
Just check out nikiabaris.com.
I want to hear a little bit on Star Trek. Just
Okay.
a little bit.
So
Please.
Vic,
I'm begging you. A little bit
who
of Star
is the
Trek.
creator of Star Trek Continues.
Yes.
I met
Which
him.
is marvelous.
Yes, it's
So
my
good.
gosh, it's so on track with the original series. When I stepped on set, it was just absolutely amazing. I felt like I was stepping back into the 1970s.
Captain. Minister, may we have a moment for a brief diagnostic procedure?
Yes, of course, if you so wish.
Vic,
Yes.
the creator of Star Trek Continues, I met him at a convention a few years back, and we just hit it off. He's a really, really great person, him and his fiance. And he called me one day and said, Nikia, I have an amazing role for you. And I didn't know what the role was or anything like that, and I just automatically said yes because I just wanted to be a part of whatever he was doing. And he flew me out, and I was on set for a couple of days, and we filmed an amazing episode. My character's name is Nikia, and the series is based off of the original series, and so I play one of the love interests of Captain Kirk, which was in I guess one of the episodes, but she was never named, so that's why they came up with the name Nakia, which just so happens to be my name.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so you get to be really part of that.
I do.
That franchise, sort
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm a Trekkie.
For sure,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Oh,
well,
sure.
and it's it's really no mystery why they cast you in Star Trek, because that was a phenomenal series that touched a lot of people and had a lot of diversity, and you are the contemporized version of those people who did that thing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's just the truth. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been a pleasure talking with you.
You too.
And this is Mr. Lobo signing off for Creative Continuity.
Bye.
Watch Creative Continuity, COD Tunes, Con Rewind, Mr. Lobo Does, and more on this channel.
Creative Continuity. We bring the convention to you.